Hi, I'm Adam. I'm a 23-year-old college graduate with an English degree, Minecraft, and a headset. So please, take my advice with a grain of salt. Thank you. Hey guys, welcome back again to Exploring Scotland and Helping Strangers, the show where I take viewer questions and Yahoo Answers questions and try to help some people. We're back in the negative 5,000 area at this giant ravine I always run into. It's near Brett's village. And I think I'm going to explore, maybe go a different way. I labeled it here just to make sure everyone knew that this is in Brett's kind of territory here, and to respect it, you know. But I think I'm going to go plundering down in here. I'm in a different skin right now because I finally finished my Gasbusters place. And I've made a Gasbusters uniform. This is one I did with Zach's head to test it out, but I want to do a commercial. Kind of like the Ghostbusters commercial, but I'm going to need to try to recruit some people to help me with that. So I've made a couple for some people, and hopefully I can wrangle some guys in from Scotland to help me. But hope you guys like this. It's green because in the nether, green and red really contrast, so you'll stand out a lot so you can find your teammates. So let me know if you think this looks pretty good. I like it right now. It's got the shoulder pads and all that stuff, and the proton pack. Anyways, I'm going to go down here and start exploring. Let's put my armor back on, though. I have projectile protection on my chest. But before we get down there, let's start with our first viewer question. This one is by Ben Gates 123. I'm building Minecraft City. Do you have any crazy ideas for buildings? For example, a wand shop. I had some, I've got so many projects I've just started to do and haven't, I just finished the Gasbusters thing, which I started a while back. So, I've got some other ideas that I have been thinking about. Maybe you could build some of them. This isn't exactly a building, but I keep wanting to build a giant robot and have, pistons for the hands so you can, push a button and it would, its fist would jut out and stuff. I think that would be kind of cool. For buildings, one thing I suggested to Zach for the Welcome Center was a building for the enchantment and the potion stuff. Now that we have all this magic stuff, I think having a cool little kind of magic-y school place would be pretty awesome, where we can test out all that new stuff. I don't know. I think the thing with Minecraft buildings are, if you make one, a lot of the time... Ooh, you break your ankles. Ooh, skeleton. If you make one, a lot of the time it doesn't get used. Well, that's the same thing for most Minecraft things. People will make them, but then they don't necessarily get used all that often. So I would suggest maybe trying to find something to build that you would actually use. I mean, if you're going to build buildings, maybe build shops for all the different materials, like for stone and different stuff, like a masonry or whatever. But the problem with that is all your stuff's going to be in different locations, so it might not necessarily be all that convenient for you, but at least you'd have a lot of stores and things that you'd get use out of, you know? Whereas, like I said, most Minecraft stuff, it's built and then not too many people actually end up using it, so... but yeah, I think maybe some magic stuff, like you said, a wand shop. There aren't any wands, really, but in the game, but... I think having things that are more useful within game would probably be good. Let's go to a Yahoo Answers question. This one is by Peter Stark. Are all mermaids youthful and hot? Are there any middle-aged mermaids who struggle with their weight? Yeah, mermaid society. I've been waiting a long time to talk about mermaids because I've got a lot of opinions on these weird sea people. Mermaid society it's very much like Nazi Germany. It's like a fascist society where only the idealized people are the ones that get to actually, thrive and do anything. If you don't have a good singing voice and a really thin body, then most people in mermaid society won't even look at you twice. I mean, the big problem, though, is that most of the food that they eat, like lobster, shrimp, all that, a lot of the seafood is really high in cholesterol, so they have a lot of weight issues and heart issues. They die really young. So a lot you know what they do? The fat mermaids, they actually send them to live in the Florida Everglades, which is really sad. But if you go there, you can actually swim with them. And be careful, because there's a big problem with people's speedboats cutting up the mermaids, you know, because they swim really like, close to the surface and they're so friendly. But if you want to hang out with some fat mermaids, just head to Florida. That's where all the fat mermaids are sent off to die, because no one in the mermaid society respects that they're different and beautiful in their own way. I mean, and another thing, mermen, it's always mermaids, mermaids. I mean, they always get all the focus, but mermen have a lot of issues too, where if they're not like perfectly cut, and if they don't look like a Ken doll, then they're not really accepted into mer society either. Hope no one's behind me, because this is gonna... Okay. Check your 6. Locked and loaded. Where the hell's that? Oh, there he is. I have a sharpness mod. A mod. Sharpness thing on my... There you go. Oh, dang it. He was going after him, and then... There we go. Sorry, I'm getting a little distracted here. I should have let the skeleton kill that creeper, and then I maybe would have gotten a music disc. But yeah, the mermen, they have a lot of issues too. So we'd have to do another video just to talk about mermen. That would be a whole nother bag of cats there. Let's do another viewer. Ooh, it's a creeper. Let's do another viewer question. This is by Justin McCourt 14, which people will probably remember from his drama problems and his dog eating issues. What is Mac's real name? Because I'm confused and I got new shoes and I want to know, is Bob the Builder gay? Alright, so one at a time here. We're going to handle these questions one at a time. Mac's real name, if you dig, you can find it very easily. I mean, it's not that hard to figure out what her real name is. It's like people ask what she looks like and they don't realize that she has a daily booth. She actually, her real name, her full real name, if you do want to know it, it is Macanaceous Tuppence Fairchild III, MD. That's her full name. If you want to know what she is a doctor of, you're going to have to ask another question. Maybe someone else can ask that. Ooh, creeper. But yeah, she, I think she comes from some type of wealthy, background, I'm not sure. But your second question, is Bob the Builder gay? I hear this all the time. I mean, Bob the Builder this, Bob the Builder that. Everybody's talking about Bob the Builder. If you look into Bob the Builder's background, he did used to be the construction worker in the Village People, known for their hit YMCA and among others. But he is definitely not gay. I mean, despite being, I mean, there's all these rumors about the Village People, but they had to deal with all this crap, and then they broke up, and like the police officer became a male escort. He's very exclusive. He won't take. He turns down like every female client. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I think he's just very in high demand. I think the sailor, yeah, the sailor got kicked out of the Navy. I mean, I heard he could probably get reinstated now because something happened more recently where he might be able to get back in, but I'm not really sure. The biker, he got really into Sons of Anarchy, so he's just on the forums all the time talking about that. The Indian, I think he got really pissed at that Italian guy that did that commercial for, oh my gosh, diamonds. He got mad at the Italian guy for getting the job doing that commercial where the Indian cries, because that guy wasn't even an Indian, but picking up the trash, you know. But yeah, and the construction worker obviously is Bob the Builder, but I think he only does work in the private sector now, if you know what I mean. So I don't want to hear any more about the Village People being gay. I mean, I just gave you all these reasons why they're not. But Bob the Builder is definitely not, you know. He works with kids, and he is a stand-up guy, you know. Let's see. I found diamonds, which is pretty awesome. I think we can go... We've got one more Yahoo Answers we can do here real quick. This is by user Dugong, like the Pokemon. How can I become a Super Saiyan? This is something that I have wondered about a little bit in my youth. I used to, no joke, I would go jogging, and I had my backpack from school, and I would put like weights and stuff in it to weigh it down, and I would go jogging with that on, and like do exercises, and do all the like training, Dragon Ball Z training, well, not Dragon Ball Z. I was more into, I mean, Dragon Ball Z was cool, but I liked Dragon Ball a lot, because I think it was just kind of a cooler concept when they were young and training and stuff. I won't go into the reasons why my child brain liked certain things more than others, but yeah, I would go out, I would take like rocks, and I would, like in the show, I would write like a Japanese character on it, and I'd throw it off into the woods, and I'd search for it for like probably a half hour at most. Sometimes I've lost a couple, but I actually did find one years later. I went back to like that old wooded area and was just kind of walking around, and I ended up finding one, which is pretty awesome. I still have that to remind me of my crazy youth of really dorky things. But Super Saiyan, that's going to take a lot of training, you know. I ran around on the playground and did like pull-ups and stuff. But Super Saiyan, well, first you're going to want to go way out in the woods, because that's what I would do when I would train, so that no one would like see me doing whatever, punching trees or whatever I did. I think you're going to have to go out in the woods. You're going to have to really bulk up, get all your muscles tight. You're going to want to do kegels. You're going to want to clench your buns. You're going to want to do all that. And you just you want to really just tense all your muscles and just scream as loud as you can. Rah! And then don't give yourself a brain aneurysm. But I think if you have a tail, that also helps. But if you power up enough and you want it bad enough, and if you draw enough pictures of Goku and Krillin and all those people in your Trapper Keeper, then you might actually be able to turn Super Saiyan. But you didn't hear that from me, you know. I wasn't able to do it in my training, but I'm convinced that someone can do it out there. Maybe that person is already born, maybe they're just out there somewhere and we haven't found them yet, but there is someone out there in the world, I think, that is going to be the first Super Saiyan president. So, I don't know why I'm tunneling into the wall here. I was trying to find my way back up, but I'm kind of stuck down here. But anyways, I want to thank everybody for all the questions they've submitted. I know I only get through a couple each video, but I want to make sure I spend enough time on each one. You know, I don't want to skim over these things and just kind of, you know. No offense to anyone who does them all like at once, because I definitely see why you do that, obviously, because you got to save time, you know, and get through them. But I want to make sure everybody feels like they got a proper answer to their questions, so I try to only do a few. And I don't want these videos to go too long, which they already are right now. But I hope you guys keep submitting questions. There's information at the end here if you want to do that. I will try to answer them to the best of my abilities. And I hope you guys enjoy this. If you get a chance, I did a video that I'm kind of proud of where I did kind of an informative 1950s film strip video guide to Minecraft. So I'll put a link in this video, I'm sure. And if you get a chance, please check that out. But until next time, I hope you all have a good day and stay safe and be cool, my little Z Warriors. Bye.